dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel with another one. Back on the channel with another reaction. Back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Welcome back to the channel, man. If y'all back or new to the channel, go ahead, tell them what to do. Make
sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you're always notified when I upload a video.
Yup. Go ahead and check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go. Go ahead, go over there to the main channel. Here's some NG over there for us as well. Check out the socials. You see them up there. Woo!
Okay.
That's that. Woo!
Come on.
But we back with another reaction. We're back with the part 4 of the series, the highly requested series that we have on the channel. It's part 4, you know what I'm saying? With this one, let's the light go. You want to give him a smaller light go this time?
But did they reach the other one?
Hey, if they seeing this, they reached the other ones.
Well, with that being said, let's do about the same, about 5.
Ooh, she giving y'all some big energy, bruh.
It was
500 light go as always. But we back, part 4. Music can be a weapon, and it surely can be. It touched a lot of souls, that, you know what I'm saying? Because if one, it keeps playing over and over and over, and then as more famous it gets, it starts, more people start playing it over and over and over. So with that being said, man, no need to prolong. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
Whenever you ask the new era of Baton Rouge artists who inspired them to become rappers, 99% of the time the answer will be Lil Boosie. His imprint on hip-hop was trend-setting, and his movement had a major effect on the world. But it was the youth in his own backyard that he made the biggest impression on. When the new era of BR artists surfaced, they all paid homage to Lil Boosie, and some even worked with him. And although it was Lil Boosie that inspired them, it was another Louisiana big dog that created a lane for many of them. I'm from the block where the niggas go to the job. On November 26, 2010, No Limit Forever Records was established by Master P's son, Romeo Miller. They had began to sign artists and form groups for their new venture, and amongst that talent were several of Baton Rouge's finest, Tech and Maine music. In 2015, Master P formed a group called Money Mafia, which started out with 9 members, but for whatever reason, within the same year, the group was reconstructed. 5 members were dropped and 4 new members were added, 2 of which were Baton Rouge's own, Tech and Maine Music, a rapping duo that was technically never a group, but both got their start in the streets of the state capital. P just threw me a 6 'cause you see I be moving the quick. DeMarcus Davis, better known to the world as Maine Music, and Delvin Sewell, better known to the world as Tech, have way more in common than we knew. They met in junior high school where they both started rapping, and would began their brotherly bond from that point on. Due to being banned from his school district while in the 8th grade, Maine Music was forced to drop out, and the streets of BR became his teacher. Like most have-not youth, he started hustling as a means of survival, but already had a few years of rapping under his belt, and that's the direction he took. Shooting dice and hustling weed was his poison, but rap was his calling, and after spending 2 years in jail for robbing the dice game, he came home to fulfill his career choice, and through his day one partner, he linked up with No Limit Forever Records.
I ain't never heard nobody going to jail. Like, something had to happen, but robbing the dice game, something that's already illegal anyway. I go to jail for robbing, you know. I ain't never heard no stuff like that, though. What you hear from, man? I robbed the dice game. You get what I'm saying, though?
Unless he, like...
It gotta be something. It gotta be something else.
Yeah, something else.
Cause the way this dude said it, bruh, like it's just, that's like, nah, bro. I'm
really trying to think, but
that's like disrespectful, though.
No dice game. Cool.
Fulfilled his career choice, and through his day one partner, he linked up with No Limit Forever Records. Tech had already had a prior relationship with Master P and was already on the roster before Maine Music would join. Tech's background didn't escape the harsh realities of ghetto living and was also caught up in a robbery that landed him 2 years in jail as well. Both artists had suffered the same fate, but were a part of something much bigger than themselves, a new era Baton Rouge hip-hop movement. After their departure from No Limit Forever, the duo combined their talents and experiences, and together they formed their own, the Spider Gang. With social media as their platform, they stood on it as Baton Rouge's elite rappers. And it wasn't just from their hustle, they could really rap.
It's fucked up for me and my mama that's been through. Niggas try to offend me in the gray coupe. On the interstate, strapped down, couldn't shoot. I guess the shit was true. When you slipping, that shit was meant for you. But I ain't finna get into no transition. I'm riding with it, indicate the 4-5 with me. You can die with it, just a hot blizzard.
At the start of Baton Rouge's New Era movement, there were a couple of other rap organizations that came out the gate at the same time Maine and Tech did. Most notable was the NBA and TVG camps, who at one point was one big conglomerate in their journey to superstardom. They were all a part of Baton Rouge's new hip-hop movement and all had two things in common: the top artist slot and beef.
You think if they all just had stayed cool, you think Baton Rouge would like be this mega big music scene? Because don't forget, you still got Boosie and Webby. Yeah. You got Kevin Gates, but you got a lot of these young heads too. So do you believe?
Yeah.
Like they could have been like the next, like.
I mean,
I do believe they had because they have enough talent.
They definitely got enough talent.
Even if they stayed together, I still think it would have been falling out because eventually, that's the weakness amongst our community is people don't like somebody overshining them.
Overshining them, yeah.
Like,
that's what I was thinking.
Factor.
I'm like, and that's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, yeah, it would have been something great. They would have took over, but then at the same time, over time,
jealousy would have hit.
Yeah.
Still would have hit. So
Yeah.
it's still a falling out. Still would have happened.
Definitely.
TVG saga made millions of dollars, and in the midst of it all was Tech and Maine Music. This real-life action drama sold albums, heightened careers, spawned jail sentences, and worst of all, took life.
Baton Rouge the murder capital, man. Everybody needs to straighten up right now.
Ain't nobody fucking with Baton Rouge rappers, period. We'll go up against anybody.
When they first got started, each movement did well and was rapidly growing through streaming sales, constant uploads, and ultimately building their brand. By 2016, the Never Broke Again movement had been stamped and approved as Baton Rouge's newest rap representatives to the world. But the bigger the success got, the bigger the beef grew. TVG, NBA, the Spider Gang, and Scotty Kane were all in a circle of beef that ended in its first chapter with the loss of the real G Money. Each camp was questioned about the murder, but when the smoke cleared, no one was held accountable and they were all released as suspects.
My nigga better get the fuck out my DM talking about I'm next and all this shit.
So I want to
ain't worried about
is it like an unsolved murder?
On May 26, 2018, G Money's best friend, Fredo Bang, was released from prison and was faced with a major loss as well as a promising career. Many chapters had closed since then, and each artist who were a part of the Baton Rouge feud is now facing life on their own terms. When NBA Youngboy went to jail, the game lost its excitement. What we were viewing as entertainment were his real-life experiences, and no matter how crazy it got, the world wanted more. Constant beef, trouble with the law, and consistently having to protect his brand finally took its toll, and Youngboy was back in court facing a 10-year sentence once again. In the end, he was sentenced to 90 days in jail and 14 months of house arrest. He was released from his 90 days in the same fashion as before, a smooth welcoming back into the game. Minutes after his release, he was embraced by loved ones and was already shooting the video to the first single release of his return.
To that bag, we got big chips.
Due to his consistent hustle and strategic movements, the name Fredo Bang have expanded greatly and is one step away from becoming a household name. Fredo's success is partially due to beef, and just a few weeks ago, he went online and critiqued the sequel to Master P's classic movie, I Got the Hookup.
That shit bullshit. That shit bullshit.
He voiced his honest opinion about part 2, which got the attention of Master P, but it didn't have the momentum to carry on.
The first shit was good, and I know you had a lower budget than that, you understand me? So don't make all them excuses talking about this black owned, we owning the movies and all that pussy ass shit. That shit garbage.
Master P has set levels in the music biz that reconstructed the internal game. And whether the Bang Man knew it or not, P does have the power to make it difficult for rising artists. But with the lack of attention to the subject, it's no longer relevant in social media.
Hey, I might just pass through the eyes block and 100 core.
One of the most interesting stories of all has got to be Maine Music's. With all the talent and hustle he possessed, he began to rise rapidly in the ranks, but ended up making his bed with hot nails and had to lay in it.
I just can't cashed out on untraceable gun and been up since I got it. I'm back here and shit through the wind again, the enemy plotting.
Instead of becoming a household name in the industry, he became known for something more sinister. Maine and several others were in the same video with military-style guns while making threats to some very important people, which drew the attention of all type of law enforcement. If the threats didn't draw their attention, maybe it was the alleged stolen guns they decided to display in the video.
I don't have to put hits on nobody, but I say some shit in my songs, and I know the enemy caught it.
Maine Music was later arrested on a routine traffic stop where police found a gun in his possession. He was arrested and placed in Baton Rouge Parish Prison, but after sitting for a few months, he was turned over to the feds where he's currently being held on other charges. He's been...
Damn, bruh, like... That's crazy. Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, I do like this episode a little bit better because it's giving me the full effect of Baton Rouge and not just, you know what I'm saying, the NBA and TBG. It's giving me, introducing me to other artists
and stuff that
wouldn't be covered if it wasn't for this, you know what I'm saying? So I like this episode a lot better.
Locked up for a year and a half now, but remains positive that he'll be coming home soon.
That my little spider, still go sit up in jail for me.
The Spider Gang was formed by Tech and Maine Music after they were both released from No Limit Forever and has repped it for years with big ass spider chains, tattoos, and an entire movement. But somewhere in early 2019, Young Thug and rap artist Gunna took the name as their own and began making moves. With Maine and the feds, Tech decided to call them on it and the tongue wrestling began.
Believe that. I'm gonna show you what that spider shipper had. Bitch, you better be ready to live and die about that.
Stop talking about what you gonna do if you ain't gonna do it, first of all.
Industry versus independent once again. And unless you're that thorough, Big Bank takes Lil Bank every time. But Tech wasn't backing down. Once again, with the lack of attention, the situation fizzled away. With an endless amount of fans and money, there's enough to go around for everybody. With good music and an avenue for people to listen and buy it, there's money to be made. But when you add beef to the mix, it can slow down your hustle.
The last niggas try to die, claim you'll get chopped. Money, my motivation, chasing it with my eyes open.
When you think about it, the Baton Rouge effect is now a world effect, and although beef will die down, it's never squashed. There's almost no Baton Rouge rappers without beef, but there are those that's strictly about their paper.
A lot of these niggas ain't no gangster, but I'm presidential, stay them fair.
Kevin Jerome, who goes by the stage name Kevin Gates, is also known as I'm Him, and Lugo Brasi is also from the gutters of BR, but altogether cut from a different cloth. Love it or hate it, Kevin Gates is one of the realest left in rap, and he's relative to every new wave BR artist who's somebody. He's Fredo Bang because you'll never really know what he's done in the streets. He's NBA Youngboy because he's loved and unpredictable. He's Tech and Maine Music because he's about that life. But most of all, he's him. While most artists are changing with the game, Kevin Gates is always 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, I play with them words, I play with them birds, yeah, I'm really that.
Brian Carter, better known to the world as Scotty Kane, is another new wave Baton Rouge artist that was caught up in the Baton Rouge feud and would have played a bigger role, but in 2017 he was arrested on drug distribution manufacturing charges.
I'll be right the same. I don't stop cause I love mine.
Although Scotty Kane was a new age rapper, he was also borderline kingpin, and his charges said it all. He was released 2 years later and was back to one of his main hustles, rap. Like any other city, once your flag has been planted, you're forever respected in the game for whatever your city is known for. New Orleans, Chicago, Baltimore, New York, and many other cities were all title holders for murder capital of the world at some point. But it's always those with something to prove, and Baton Rouge is just getting started.
I ain't gotta write shit. Get it regardless. I get money regardless. I'm one hell of a artist. I be up in Metairie and La Place in New Orleans. I can pay some real hitters to come stalk your apartment. Believe that. Look, but I ain't gonna get on my slim flow. Cause that's the shit that I'ma do when they ride for. So I'ma say that for later. I'm just off the brain. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Y'all can't fuck with Maine.
They talking shit in the comments. I was reading the comments. I was like,
what the comments say?
One of them said, with your broke ass on them 20s. Somebody was like, what somebody say? Somebody was like, something about talking about his daughter since he something. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie.
Somebody say he look like a rat. I don't know. I'm like, what y'all?
But I like that episode though. I like that episode because it introduced us to new Baton Rouge artists that we probably would never even heard of. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully something, because I understood what Kevin Gates was trying to do a couple years ago when he was trying to do music with NBA YoungBoy, do music with Fredo Bang. He was just trying to show that, like, no matter what, I ain't choosing sides. I'm trying to show love to everybody. And I got this platform. I'm just trying to put everybody up. But they was like, man, if you making music with him, don't make music with me. If you supporting him, don't support me.
It's all about a bag. Like, I'm gonna respect you. Look, I can't. See, the camera cut off. He messing me up. But no, I can respect you, what you got going. I can work with you. I can respect you, what you got going. I don't like. At the end of the day, whatever y'all got going on, I'm not about to let that mess up my.
But Kevin didn't have no money with him in the first place. He was just trying to show love and support. So it wasn't about him messing up his dollar. I think Kevin was more looking at like, let me help spread this BR love and let us take over and let these folks really know Baton Rouge got some real artists. But the street background of it kind of hindered his hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Like, cause to be honest, like me personally, I ain't even seen like Kevin Gates and Boosie like talk or do not. I haven't seen it. If y'all have, let me know in the comment section down below. But just personally, I haven't seen it be done. So you never know. Baton Rouge is a whole different breed, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's a whole different breed down there, man. But go ahead, spam up the comment section down below. Let us know some more things y'all want to see us react to. Most definitely will get it. 500 likes is the like goal for this video. But as always, I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and C.
We are, y'all.
Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my pocket.